Hi everyone, welcome to our latest edition of Cruise of the Week. Now, river cruising. Most people would think river cruising is confined to Europe, the waterways of Europe. I myself have just come back off a fantastic Uniworld cruise down the Danube. It was absolutely brilliant. But there are river cruises that take us a little bit further afield, and I'm here with Lee today from Uniworld. Hi Lee.
Hi James, pleasure to be here.
Great, and we're here to talk about spectacular journeys, aren't we? Exotic travel.
Exactly.
Far-flung destinations.
Definitely.
We're going to take in India. We're going to take in Egypt.
The Amazon.
The Amazon and the Mekong.
We're going around the world.
We are going around the world in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? So let's start off with India. Now, we did record recently
yes.
a Cruise of the Week episode focused on India. So if you want a bit more detail, go and find that on YouTube. So that was absolutely great. Thanks for doing that with me, Lee. But today, just give us a little bit of an overview of the India trip.
Well, these journeys, we call them spectacular journeys of the world because that's what they are. And it's so much more than just the river cruise. If you're going to go to India, you want to go and visit and see the Golden Triangle, which is New Delhi, Agra, in Jaipur. So that's what we do at the beginning, but it's not just any standard tour. Uniworld guests with panache will be staying in the world's best Oberoi hotels. They are out of this world properties, upgraded rooms. Actually, when we get to the Taj Mahal, which we mentioned on the last presentation, the guests will get rooms that literally face the Taj Mahal at the Oberoi there in Agra. And we have this amazing sunrise experience where we go in before the crowds. You get taken on golf buggies through to the Taj Mahal first thing in the morning, and you get to see that beautiful monument illuminate in that golden orange colour in the morning. So it's wow experience after wow experience. In Jaipur, we stay at the stunning Oberoi Hotel there as well, which is like an incredible fort. Believe it or not, James, the grounds itself are like probably about 50 acres of grounds at this hotel. There's over 300 peacocks there, and you will have your own private villa where you have a golf cart taking you from place to place within the resort. And from there, we fly down to Kolkata and we do an ultra-luxury 7-night cruise on the Ganges. So it really is the best of India, new and old, situated over, I think the itinerary now is you're looking at a 13-day itinerary, but it's India at a total different level.
Great, and I'm hosting some of our founders next October 25, on one of these trips, and I'm really looking forward to it. I know yourself and 4 of our colleagues recently experienced India, and they were absolutely blown away. So it does sound fantastic. So anyway, let's move on. Let's move to the Nile, Lee. Tell us a little bit about your Nile experience.
Yeah, again, it's a similar concept of itinerary. So the Nile is the destination. Egypt's been a destination that's been very popular for us for many years. Now is a really good time to travel because it is quieter than it has been in the last few years. But the way that we set this itinerary up, again for guests, they'll be flown into Cairo. We have 2 nights at the beginning of the itinerary at the wonderful 5-star 4 Seasons Hotel. So there they'll be met by the Uniworld team, a group of Egyptologists who bring the destination to life. And then we fly from Cairo to Luxor and we do a 7-night cruise on the brand new super ship Sphinx. Now again, this is an all-suite ship, a maximum 84 guests on board, but it is like traveling like a member of royalty. Honestly, James, the ship is incredible. The attention to detail in terms of the design, it really does reflect the area that we sail upon. And then you've got these amazing experiences included along the way. So the Egyptologists now come into their own. They take you to these incredible sites like the Valley of the Kings. They take you to see the Pyramids of Giza. We also have as well exclusive access into the brand new Grand Egyptian Museum, which is not even open to the general public at the moment. So we can include that on the itinerary. And one of my favourites is we actually stop in Aswan at the old Cataract Hotel for a spot of afternoon tea, like Agatha Christie once did to write Death on the Nile. So it is Egypt, again, at a totally high level, But like all these itineraries, the beauty of it is you've got the same team with you from the start all the way to the end. So they are with you on this journey throughout. So it's a seamless experience for your guests to enjoy.
Fantastic. And all of these itineraries that we're talking about, India, the Nile, Amazon that we're coming on to, and the Mekong, they're all roughly around 2 weeks, aren't they? The experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, shall we move on?
Why
Sounds
not?
fantastic, the Nile, by the way, but what about this, the Amazon? Tell us a bit more about that.
This is incredible. You know, you're not supposed to have favourites, but this is surely is one of my favourites. It's a way to go and experience South America, the Amazon, like nothing else on earth. Like this itinerary, you're looking at total 17 days. We fly guests actually into Lima first, so it's an incredible city with its own right. We stay in a beautiful 5-star hotel, the Country Club Hotel, and then we have some incredible local dining experiences in Lima before we fly off to the start of the Peruvian Amazon, a small town called Iquitos, which is just locked in by the river. And this is where we board our Aria Amazon. And James, it's only got 16 suites, that is it, with floor-to-ceiling windows, incredible views. But on the actual ship itself, we have these skiff boats. So it becomes like a expedition, a luxury expedition. So daily the guests are taken out under the canopy of the trees of the Amazon, looking for three-toed sloths, looking for the pink dolphins, looking for the incredible wildlife that's there. We even do stargazing at night on an enchanting lake where there's no light pollution, so you can see the Milky Way to the naked eye. So the actual cruise is wow, and the dining on board is incredible, but it doesn't end there. After the cruise finishes, we fly the guests to Cusco and we start a 5-day or 5-night itinerary around the Sacred Valley. But again, we're staying in world-renowned hotels. So the Tambor del Inca and Ollantaytambo is one of the best spa resorts in the world. We have 2 nights there so the guests can acclimatise where we are. We take the train, we don't do the trek like some people do. We take the train from there all the way up to Agueros Calientes, where guests will see the wonderful sights of Machu Picchu. So all in all, it's an incredible luxury experience to see South America from start and the Amazon from start to finish. And we've even added on for next year a Rio a pre-extension, so you can have 2 nights in Rio at the Belmont Hotel and Iguazu Falls as well. So if you want to do South American luxury in style, but be guided and have all the best elements of it brought to you, then there's no other way to do it. And it's only 16 suites.
It sounds absolutely awesome, doesn't it?
It
Let's
is.
be honest.
It really is.
It does sound fantastic. I know people that have been to India and have had an amazing time, life-changing experience. But this sounds like you're moving on a level a little bit. So it does sound fantastic. So lastly, Lee, the Mekong. What can you give us on the Mekong? How do you follow the Amazon?
How do we follow? Well, it is hard to follow, but I think we can. I really do think we can. This is our timeless wonders of Vietnam, Cambodia, and the Mekong. So again, we start this itinerary in Ho Chi Minh, which is formerly Saigon. We have a few nights at the wonderful 5-star Park Hyatt Hotel, and then we board our ship. It's called the Mekong Jewel, a maximum of just 32 suites on board. This is the Royal Suite. It's the largest suite of any Mekong River cruise there is. It even has its own private veranda and jacuzzi, which will be very, very nice. So again, designed like all Uniworld ships to really reflect the area that we sail on. So after we do the 7-night cruise along the Mekong Delta, visiting some incredible places, we don't just end there. We've got not from Ho Chi Minh. We do the 7-night cruise, and then we go to Siem Reap, and we have 3 nights in a 5-star hotel to see Angkor Wat. So we see the temples of that, and then we fly guests up to Hanoi for 2 nights there as well. So if you've got guests who really want to immerse in Vietnam and Cambodia and see it for what it is, we've also then definitely look at that. And we also do an extension to Halong Bay as well. So it ticks every box.
It does sound amazing as well, doesn't it? So Wow, I'm going to have to get travelling, aren't I, to see all
Definitely.
these things. So doing the Mekong later this year, so I'm really looking forward to that. India next year, so I only have 2 to tick off, Lee. We need to have a conversation
We
here.
definitely do.
I think I can feel another Founders Cruise coming
I
up.
think so. The Amazon maybe.
But Lee, it's been fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me again today. It's been an absolute pleasure as always, and I'm sure people enjoy the viewing.
Yeah, all the best, and thank you once again. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks, guys.